Hey everybody, this is a fourth quarter autumn wind game between the 12 and 0 Los Angeles Rams and the 11 and 1 Houston Texans. So we're going to join this in progress. And here we go. Better late than never. So Michael Reeves is the coach of the Los Angeles Rams. He's going for a undefeated 12 and 0 season. It's already off to a 7-0 start. And Nathan is the coach of the Texans. He's 11 and 1. Both teams, I believe, are tops of their conference. So we'll see what happens here. Michael's been outscoring people by a ton, not just by a little, but by a ton. So 3rd and 3 here. I'll tackle left to Mixon, and the run block of Teron Armstead makes the play. I got to be quicker to get that pass rush chart up. Tom Brady, Joe Mixon, Noah Fant. You saw Gus Edwards in there too. Tim Patrick and Marquise Valdez-Scantling are the skill players for the Texans. Long to Noah Fant. Guarded by a 0. See if I can get this up in time. Finally. All right. So that was a Joey Bosa versus Joe Mixon sack chance. Boa's asterisk rating. Go to Gus Edwards here. And let's just take a look at the ball possession. So that's the only thing we've seen so far is the Rams got the ball first, drove 8 plays, 76 yards, and cashed it in with a touchdown. 4 first downs, and now the Texans have driven to midfield. It's facing a 3rd and 10. That was an offensive onside in +5 or +0, and Eric Ebron's only a 4. The white tie was a 6. So this is going to be tough for each team if they miss a scoring opportunity, because both offenses are pretty potent. See, the Texans are average, while the Rams, I believe, are good. So Michael has the advantage there of the better defensive cards. 3 wide with Noah Fant in the backfield. So all 5 of those targets can go deep. We got Marlon Humphrey, the 6 rated outside corner against Scantling. Malcolm Butler's the 5 rated cornerback. And Michael had a big long post on the forum talking about how good his team looks for next year. If you think this team's good, next year's team's probably, maybe even better. So he could be looking, that's why it's kind of interesting here. The quick slant to Eric Ebron, nobody's there. That's going to pick up the first down, guessed wrong. He has a chance to go undefeated this season and possibly make a run through the playoffs and then go into next season undefeated. That's of course it's a long way off. We haven't even gotten through this game. There's a guest dreaded 5 there for Joe Mixon, but that's what Michael is obviously thinking about in the back of his mind as he looks forward to next year already in the midst of a 12-0 season. He has his toughest quarter yet, though, with what's coming up. 2nd and 10. Edwards in there again. I'll tackle left to Edwards. Short gain +15. That's going to take it down to the 25. So he's going to, run, try to get you to call, run and stuff it and try to go top with Brady. Brady has a long gain on 9 and 10. Mixes that in there. Let's look at the pass rush and the pass blocking matchups. There's a button hook to Mixon, and there's nobody there. 13-yard gain, and it's 1st and 10 at the 12. But the pass blocking for the Texans goes 7, 7, 5, 5, 4. Pass rush, you have Bosa. It's a 6, 12, 1. Goldman's a 5, 1. Nick Williams is a 4, 6. Short pass to Noah Fant, 4-man in zone, incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. The linebackers 405, 443, 064, and 048. So Samson Ebukon is the best pass rushing linebacker. That's really the only weakness on this team for the Rams are the pass rating of the linebackers. Everything else is 5s and 6s on defense. He has the best pass rusher hovering over the worst D lineman in Nick Williams. Off tackle left to Gus Edwards. If he hits a short gain here, it's a touchdown. Now he gets +8. So that is 3rd and 2. Good thing he didn't throw a short pass to Ebron because he was being doubled by the inside linebacker. And Brady's interception is on 11. So that would have been a pick for the Rams. So 3rd and goal to 2. Likely 4-down territory here. Mixon's very good. It's going for a sneak to Brady, and it's a center +2 or +0. And Quisenberry's boosted up from a 4 to a 5, but it wasn't enough as the white tie roll was a 6. So he is going to go for it on 4th down. Maybe an outside run to Mixon. Short pass to Fant. He's not going to sneak it again with Brady because it lands in the quarterback cards. That's only +1. Guessed right. Inside run to Mixon, 2-man zone, and it's a short gain touchdown. Ooh-wee. So there were 1, 2, 3, 8, 12, 15 chances out of 36. There's a 2-point conversion try, short pass to Noah Fant. That's good. And suddenly it's 8-7, and the Rams find themselves behind. A situation they probably haven't found themselves in too often. And you'll see why in a minute. Their quarterback is Patrick Mahomes. Halfback is Adrian Peterson. They got Calvin Ridley, Brett Perryman, and Mike Gesicki is the blocking back. Sprinkle, I haven't really seen him too much, but he might have one of those underrated cards. Yeah, that's a pretty good card for no-name guy. I can't go deep, but guess wrong short and flat. It's pretty decent. Off tackle left to Peterson. Nobody's there. Guess wrong. That's going to go for 7 thanks to the run block of Gabe Jackson. So he's got run block ratings of 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6. So the 2 6 tackles, 5 center. And Peterson's main strength is the end run and off tackle. Even linebacker is pretty good too, though. So you'll see some of that mixed in. It's a inside run to Peterson. Guess wrong, and there's a fumble. Looks like the Rams have gotten it back, and they do. That was Adrian Peterson who got the ball back. So he's not really much of a fumbler. 7 out of 1,000 chance. Guessed wrong. Something like 14. Guessed right. Quick into Gesicki. And a 4-pass defender there. He makes the play. That's Josh Bynes. So we'll take a quick look at the Texans defense. They got 4-8, 4-2, 4-12, 1. So decent pass rush. 5-4-3, 4-5-4, 4-4-4, and 0-4-3. So, and they got a 4 strong safety, a 4 right cornerback, and a 5 left cornerback with a 6 strong safety. So there's your numbers. You can move that free safety around. It's a slant to Sprinkle, and it's going to be a sack. Mark Ingram Melvin Ingram comes up with a sack. He was boosted up to a 13 thanks to the additional linebacker help. The whole crew was gone, and that sets up 3rd and 18. See Russell Gage and Zay Jones come in a 4-wide set. This looks like a spot where he might just run it, try to get a little bit better punt off. So Nathan's one of the best coaches around. Sideline left to Calvin Ridley. It's going to pick up 6, make it 4th and 12, and give him a little bit of room to punt. So he'll certainly give him a challenge. And there's the 46-yard punt down to Tyler Lockett. Interesting that Tyler Lockett is not starting. You'd think he'd be good enough to move over Tim Patrick. And Valdez Scantling. Scantling's got the big yardage numbers. Screen right to Joe Mixon. There's 2 men there, but it's guessed wrong. Hits the 9, and that's plus 12. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Let's take a look at the ratings disc if we can. 2019 player ratings, where are you? First and 10 out to the 30. Houston looking to follow up on their stop. There's a nice call by Michael. Right call. It's going to be no gain. Let's see. Second and 10, blocking back halfback set. Gus Edwards checks in. He's been doing that. Second and long, he brings in Edwards. Quick out left to Ebron. After seeing so many runs by Edwards, Michael switches it up, calls run, and it's a flat pass to Ebron. So Nathan doing a good job of switching it up. So Lockett versus Patrick. Maybe it's my Seahawk bias, but that seems off to me. That is a mystery. There's a 7-yard gain on a flat pass to Tim Patrick. Am I wrong about that? Yeah. Maybe he wants Lockett available as a 3rd wideout, so he's weakening his starting lineup a bit. But it looks like the 3rd wide receiver is Eric Ebron. Man. So is he only in there as a 4th wide receiver? Even then he doesn't get in there. Oh, I know what it is. This is not Tyler Lockett. This is last year's Tyler Lockett. He's only able to use him as a punt returner. So the mystery is solved. That's why. So you can't use him as a receiver. He's only on the team as a punt returner because he has a bad punt return card. This is a rental punt returner. So it's incomplete on a long pass to Fant. Guessed right. And it's 3rd and 3 near midfield. Mixon is in there. They're blocking back halfback set. It's a run call long to Fant. It's going to pick up 29 as it hits guessed wrong on Brady's card down to the 24. So this has got to be something that the Rams haven't experienced very often this year. Trailing and not having the ball. Take a look at that in a second. 10:30 to go in the half. Mixon stays in there. Fant's covered by a pass defense 0. Long to Fant again. I was thinking the same thing. He was going to go back to back. And traded 5 if you're running the ball. That would have been a guessed wrong long gain if Michael would have guessed run. Instead he plugged and guessed pass. But you get all those good things on the D card with a 0 coverage and 0-minute zone. Off tackle left to Edwards. That's a dreaded 5. That's going to be +1. So 3rd and 9. Let's take a look at these Rams. He goes back to the tight end or blocking back 3 wide formation. Gives him Fant still covered by a 0. Sammy Watkins covered by a 4. Ebron and Patrick covered by 5s, and Scantling covered by a 6. For the pass rushing downs, he's got a 0, 12, 1. Josh Allen. Crossing pattern to Watkins being double covered correctly, but it's by a linebacker, so it's just guessed right, and that makes it +12 on the reading. So he double covered Patrick with the free safety. Here's an off tackle left to Gus Edwards, guessed right, short gain, +19, and that is a touchdown. Edwards with hitting a couple of those short gains. This one was guessed right, though, and he's going to try to really put the pressure on him, go for the 2-point conversion. This will put him up 16-7 if he makes it, and that's suddenly a 2-score lead, a 2-score game, and he's not going to make it, so 14-7. I like the call. I like the idea. Just didn't quite get the role he needed. That was Mixon guessed right. So he's only down a touchdown. Let's take a quick look here. There really can't have been too many times where he was behind, close to being behind. So many lopsided victories. 1st and 10. It's all Lamb. He was behind 6-0 against the Jets early. It's a 12-yard pickup for all day, Adrian Peterson. Oh, this one he was trailing late. Trailed by 6 with 22 seconds to go. Whoa. What happened there? 81-yard pass from Perryman to Patrick Mahomes. So that's probably the latest he's ever been behind. Curled to Perryman being double covered by the free safety, incomplete. Oh, that's just crazy. Yeah, I remember him telling me about that. So with a second left, he went deep to Perryman and hit on Patrick Mahomes' long gain for a 81-yard touchdown. Wow. All year, all his other games have been pretty comfortable victories. Got behind a little bit, 6-3 in that one. 11-yard pickup, guessed wrong. Mahomes to Perryman after the correct double team. So look at that card, guessed wrong. Pretty nice. Quick into Mike Gesicki. That'll be a 20-yard pickup. And now the Rams are back in business at the Texans 32. Mahomes 8 of 10 for 98 yards and a touchdown. Flair left to Gesicki. Guessed wrong. It's going to pick up 6. Guessed right would have been -1. Peterson has 16 carries, unfatigued remaining. 6 minutes to go in the half. Quick into Gesicki. Guessed right this time. Picks up 5 and a first down. So that's going to be 1st and 10 Texans, or 1st and 10 Rams at the Texans 21. Yes, that's right. It is off to the right that time for 4. Vander Esch on the stop. 2nd and 6. I'll take a left to Peterson. That's a stuff. Offensive onside guard, +3 or +0. Third and 6. If you can hold the field goal here, that would be considered a victory. He stays in the blocking back halfback set. Peterson doesn't really go short, but he's decent on the flats. Eight runs for 46 yards. The run ratings for these linebackers are all 4s or better. Crossing pattern to Ridley, incomplete on the D card, and it'll be time for the field goal unit to come out. Randy Bullock takes aim and drives it through 2 through 10 from this range. That's 14-10. The Rams got the ball first in the first half, so if the Texans can take it down and score and use up all the time, they get back-to-back possessions. That's out to the 21, and there'll be 3:18 to go as the Texans start their drive. Mixon's had some big hitters on his card. You can get him guessed wrong on an edge, and he's off to the races. +28, +21, +26, +30, +41, +29. Plus the good stuff inside. Curled to Marquise Valdez-Scantling. That's going to pick up 10. He gets out of bounds. 1st and 10 at the 31. Remember, he likes to take those deep shots to Fant, covered by a 0. Mixon, I think, can catch a short pass as well. Yeah, he's okay. Pitch out right to Mixon. Guessed wrong. He's going to pick up 13. And the Texans are out to the 44. Seven runs for 28 yards. That finally got his average over 4.0. 2:24 to go in the half. Pitch out right to Mixon. Another short gain. So back-to-back short gains on 11. And that's going to take it into Rams territory at the 41. So a dream start so far for the Texans if they can cash it in here. Getting touchdowns on 3 of their 4 first half possessions. Yeah, they've only had the ball. This is their 3rd time. Touchdown. Long to Fant, and that's going to be it. As long as he's not limited in yardage, and I don't think he is. The only bad thing was that it's given the Rams the ball back with plenty of time to score themselves. But you take that. Let's see if he actually goes for 2 again, or just takes the extra point. Brady, 9 of 14 with a touchdown. So the Rams go up 21-10. Remember the Texans go up 21-10. Remember, the Rams are undefeated, 12-0, top team in their conference. Texans are also the top team in the other conference. We'll look at the standings at halftime. But let's see what Patrick Mahomes and Adrian Peterson can do here in the last 1:45 of the half. Off tackle right to Peterson, picks up 5. Look for the Rams to go hurry up. They do. The XDB for the 3-yard pickup on a flat pass. The XDB for the Texans is a 5. So you can see why he favors this set inside 2 minutes. Gives him an extra 5 to play around with. That time he had flooded one of the flats, I believe. So it's 3rd and 2. Off tackle right to Peterson. Guest run picks up 4. That's a first down. So at least the Rams won't be punting back to the Texans, but now they'd like to get it in scoring range.
I'll give it back.
See, we got a 3-wide formation. Damian Williams checks into the game. And now on top of the 3-3-5, we have a switch to the 3-2-6 as the Rams look to really focus on stopping the pass. It's a long pass to Perryman. Incomplete gets right on Mahomes' card. So with Damian Williams in the game, in that formation, they're not worried about a run. So they go to the 3-2-6. And the extra DB is on Russell Gage, again, the 4-wide. So they can put the 6 down here, bring an extra DB back, or play the 0 down there and leave the 6 home. Peterson's in the game in this formation. So you could try to run him out of a 1-back set. It's a screen left to Peterson. Guessed wrong, but it hits that dreaded 5. He's a dreaded 5 on the passing card, flat pass. Guessed wrong because there was nobody in the zone. He did guess pass, but there's just nobody there, so it went to the guessed wrong column. And that's 3rd and 10. So the Rams are being challenged today. Peterson stays in there in the 3-wide set. Remember, he can't go short. So the Rams respond with a 3-3-5. Probably don't have to worry about Peterson except on a flat pass. Will he actually bring the blitz? He's showing blitz this time. It's a bomb to Ridley. Keeps the free safety home. And it's 28 yards on Mahomes' card. You can't keep Patrick Mahomes down. If he was going to show the blitz, he should have brought the blitz. Even a correctable team, that's still 28 yards. Mahomes was dialed in. 1st and 10 at the 35, 30 seconds left. 1 timeout for the Rams. Texans looking to keep him to a long field goal if possible. All right, square into Ridley. It's going to pick up 5, take it down to the 30. Let's see if he uses that timeout or goes hurry up. Probably going to use the timeout here, I would think. Best play would be spiking it because you're not going to need the extra downs. And he does. Smart. So he still has this timeout. He got 15 seconds left. Let's take a look at this field goal kicker from this range. 2 through 9. But he doesn't want to lose 3 yards. So maybe he's just going to run it here. Or maybe he wants him to think he's going to run it so then he can try to take a shot up top. Gaiseki, Ridley, and Perryman are ones that can go deep. To fly to Perryman. He's being double covered. Ooh, and it's a sack out of field goal range. Oh my goodness. So here I thought he was going to maybe run it to set up an easier field goal. Instead he goes for the bomb. That'll set up a 4th and 16 unless he can pick this up and get out of bounds. Maybe with another deep pass. But then again, a deep pass means you don't get out of bounds. So, should have used his timeout, at least taking a shot. But he decided to let the half run out. So Michael says good half. Let's take a look at those standings. So the NFC is where Michael plays. The Rams are 12-0, ahead of the 11-1 Seahawks and the 10-2 Cowboys. And then over in the AFC, the Texans have the best record at 11-1. So this is the two conference leaders matching up in a potential Super Bowl preview. Looks like they're already ready to go. And the kickoff is a touchback. And this will be the Texans with the ball, up 11, with a chance to extend their lead. Pretty nice offense. And you got Tom Brady, Joe Mixon, Gus Edwards. It's a run call. 2 men were in the zone, but it was a receiver reading, hit the Sol 7. I don't know. Tom had some name he was trying to come up with. When you have a receiver card like that the only blank spot is the 7. Kind of like we have with the dreaded 5. A long pass to Fant. Tries to go up top again, anticipating a run call. But it's incomplete. And it'll bring up 3rd and 10. Offense takes a timeout. Maybe he's going to go blocking back halfback with Edwards. No, he goes to the 3 wide with Fant. Has the blocking back. All these deep shots, he's trying to get Michael to keep that free safety home. Not double team, not get that true double team. Square out left to Valdez-Scantling, and there's no linebacker there. That's going to be a first down. That 7 roll quarterback's card was also good for a short pass being complete. Oh, no, it's not complete double teamed. There's a curl to Valdez-Scantling. That's going to pick up 18. So he's getting some help from his receivers. We've all had days where the receivers just keep landing on their blanks, and there's plenty of blanks on that card guessed right. But when today he seems to be hitting the receiver readings correctly. Down at the 45. Off tackle left to Mixon, the correct run call. It's going to pick up a yard. Edwards is in there on 2nd and long. You'll see him go deep to Fant several times in this spot. Off tackle left to Edwards. He calls run, but he moves his linebackers out of the way. And that's going to be an 18-yard gain into field goal range. Was it good to call run? If that would have been on the halfback card, although I think 8 is the number that Edwards has the straight short gain on. Edwards having a heck of a game. 8 runs for 67 yards. 8.4 average with a touchdown and that 18-yard run right there. There's a 9-yard pickup on a quick out left to Eric Ebron. All right, that was a couple plays I had to mute there, but there was a 6-yard pickup on a guest right flat pass on 1st and 10, and the Rams have their backs against the wall here, so the Texans are at the 10-yard line, 2nd and 4. Mixon stays in there, short pass to Noah Fant, incomplete on the D's card. So they really need to get a stop here, keep it a 2-touchdown game. Plenty of time there. 9:54 to go in the third quarter. Even if you fall behind 28-10, lots of time to come back. Nathan taking his time, trying to figure out what to call. This is also his toughest game of the fourth quarter, you'd think. Off tackle left to Mixon. It's going to pick up 4. Blocking back +4, +6. And Noah Fant did make the block, but it was enough to get him those 4 yards. 1st and goal to 6 now. The Rams were guarding the flats. Slant to Eric Ebron. Hits the interception split. Oh, what a play that would have been. If you get guessed pass there, that's a pick, 2 through 4. Instead, it was a run call. Worrying about Gus Edwards and Mixon. And missed opportunity there for the Rams. Short pass to Fant. That's going to pick up 10. And that's a touchdown. So he keeps gnawing on that weakness. You know, he doesn't see Michael double teaming with the linebacker on Fant, so he just keeps going to him. That's going to make it 28-10. And that also took up half the time in the third quarter. Look at this ball possession. The Texans go touchdown, 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 touchdown. They've had the ball 4 times, and they found the end zone 4 times. That's as good as you can do. They're also taking up a lot of the clock, giving Mahomes less opportunities, just like coaches like to do in the NFL. Off tackle left to Peterson. It's going to pick up 17. A correct run call on an off tackle is just going to pick up 2. Gabe Jackson couldn't make the block. Peterson having a good game. 12 runs for 74 yards. He had that fumble, but he got the ball back. Quick into Gaiseki. Guessed right for +1. As good as Mahomes is, that flat pass column is not his best. Third and 8. If he has to punt here, that really puts the Texans in the driver's seat. Quick out left to Gaiseki. Incomplete guessed right, and that'll bring up 4th and 8. Decision time. And he decides to go for it. 4th and 8. So it's hard to say that a play with 6 minutes left in the third quarter is really the game, but that's where he's at right now. And it's incomplete. Lands on the interception, split guessed right. No dump off. It would have been a dump off if we'd been playing with that rule. And instead, the Rams take over long to Fant, looking to kill it off. He's keying Mixon. end run right, or end run left, off tackle left for +8, just at the edge of field goal range for the Texans. And they go full house here. Interesting. They can still throw short out of this or long. Instead, it's an inside run to Mixon. He picks up 5. They want a little run blocking help. That's smart. I like that. I like that call. If you know you're going to run it, help your formation. It's another run call. I think Nathan would be happy with just a field goal here, as long as he used up as much clock as possible. Wouldn't be surprised to see a short pass. There it is, a curl to Valdez Scantling. He's going to set up a 3rd and 1 at the 18. Back to the full house, I bet. No, he stays with the blocking back halfback set. Sideline right, he wanted to throw flat, and he did. And that picks up 4 in the first down. First and 10 at the 14. (28-10), Texans in front. 3 minutes to go. It's been really a showcase for how good that Texans offense is. Pretty damn good, I'd say. Let's look at their games. So we have a little bit of a pause here. We've had some close wins. Got a last-minute touchdown to beat Grand Rapids. Held off a late challenge from New England. Oh, and there's a touchdown as I was away. A receiver reading guessed wrong for 16 yards, and that's 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns, 35-10 lead. And this one's, it's all over but the crying, I think. He ain't coming back from this, not against Nathan. So 12 wins to start the season. And Michael decided to take on the toughest challenge in that first game, figuring it'd be all downhill from there if he was able to get past Nathan. Pitch out right to Peterson's, picks up 3. But getting past Nathan is no easy feat. Third and 2 after 2 guessed wrong runs by Peterson. And incomplete. 4th and 2. Does he dare go for it again, or is he waving the white flag? No. Michael says, I don't even own a white flag, and there's no way I'm waving it. 4th and 2. Screen left to Peterson's going to pick up 3, so the drive stays alive. And we're coming up on at the end of the third quarter. Guessed right throw, but incomplete. 2nd and 10. And this should be the last play of the third quarter. Assuming it's a completed pass or a run. Or a sack. Calvin Ridley had no chance of that because Mahomes couldn't get the ball off as Josh Bynes brought him down. Bynes against Gabe Jackson, square out left to Perryman, incomplete. 4th and 16, and now we do see the Rams sending out the punt team. Oh, and it's a bad one too. This is like one of those games. Goes from bad to worse. A 13-yard punt and a 13-yard return. So the Texans looking to go 6 for 6 on their touchdown drives today. Inside run to Mixon. No gain. Maybe he'll just settle for a field goal now, since I'm not sure how much he'll be throwing. He probably won't be throwing deep too much. Although deep there would have been, well, it depends. Yeah, I think it would have been a touchdown either way. Hitch to Valdez Scantling. He's going to pick up 2. 3rd and 8. Gus Edwards comes in there in a 3 wide set. Look for him to get the ball up the middle. 3-2-6 for the defense. Off tackle, a short gain. Does he break contain? He does. Inside the 10. And the Rams can not stop this Texas juggernaut. Second and goal after a 2-yard run at the 7. No gain on a correct guest run call. When you're on the other end of this, now it's just like, oh, let's just get it over with and get on to the next game. Get that bad taste out of my mouth. Guessed wrong. Touchdown. And that'll be 6 possessions, 6 touchdowns, 42-10. The Rams are like Roberto Duran. No moss. They even tried to punt it on that when they couldn't get anything going. Flair left to Kaiseki, incomplete. Mahomes having a nightmare of a day. Let's look at the ball position again. Look at that for the Texans. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. 3-yard run. Sets up 3rd and 7. There's a 19-yard run, and that's going to break contain, and that'll be a first down for the Rams. Now they just want to get into the 20s. Get 2 touchdowns on their final 3 drives to make it look respectable. Off tackle draw right. It's going to pick up 17. Nice hit on a short gain. It's down to the 36. Flair right to Kaiseki. Another 5. The dreaded 5 on Mahomes' flat pass card. Just has not been clicking for Patrick. 14-28 for 148 and a touchdown. Those are not Mahomes' numbers. Mahomesian numbers. That's the dreaded 5. It's back-to-back dreaded 5s. 5 is not the Rams' lucky number. Inside run to Peterson. That takes it down to the 29. 4th and 3. Flair left to Gaiseki. It's going to pick up 11. So for another first down. So 2 fourth down conversions on this drive. Down to the 18. That's the good news. The bad news is there's only 6:18 to go in the game. Picks up 5. I wouldn't say the Rams have had a bad game today, but the Texans have just been perfect. Crossing pattern to Ridley, incomplete. Pitch out left to Peterson. Picks up 3. Makes it 4th and 2. So can he pick up his 3rd fourth down conversion on this drive? Look for a draw play to Peterson. Nope, quick slant to Gaiseki, and there's a 6 there. Might as well pick it off. Make the stats look a little worse for Mahomes. He does make the interception. Let's see if he returns it. Just sits on it, looks like. Yep. So 15-31 for 159, a touchdown, and an interception. So 4 minutes to go in the game. This might be the only time that the Texans failed to find the end zone. Let's see, who did the Texans lose to this year? Their only loss came to the SoCal Sun. They've taken care of everyone else in their path. 3rd and 6 here. Pitch out right to Mixon, trade at 5, and finally, the Texans will punt. $18-yard return, so they'll get the ball to start in Rams territory. But like I said, with 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter, after that failed 4th down attempt, it was all over but the crying. Incomplete after a correct double team on Bashard Perryman. Short to Gaiseki. Incomplete there too, as Leighton Vander Esch makes the play. 2 minutes to go in the game. Incomplete again. Mahomes just can't hit anything. Crossing pattern to Ridley. That's going to pick up 19. Defender X or short gain, and Darius Slay's 5 could make the play against the White Tie 6. Let's get a couple more. It runs here for Peterson, even though he's fatigued. He's had a strong day. No, he stays in the air. That was the right decision. 14 yards to Perryman. .52 seconds left. Gaiseki correctly double teamed. It would have been 10 yards down to the 1 if he wasn't. Slant to Jeremy Sprinkle on its sack as he brings the pressure. He goes 4 wide. Peterson in the backfield. Curl to Perryman, incomplete. Defender extra plus 13. Will he take a field goal here? He will. So he's not shut out in the second half. And then we'll see an onside kick and then some knees. Oh, he kicks it deep. So now we'll see some knees. Brady. Takes a knee. And the clock runs out. And there you have it, folks. There are now 2 teams with the best record in the Autumn Wind OOPS League. Both of them at 12-1. The Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Rams still both leaders in their own conference. Rough Dice today says Nathan, and I have to agree with that. Everything seemed to be working for the Rams or for the Texans, but a lot of that has to do with Nathan's personnel, his cards, his play calling, and then the dice, of course, come into play at the end with a final say on who does well and who does not. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.